The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Baylor's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. You're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing an offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, for some teams the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
And the Bears decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Got room to work. Turning it, just bowing ahead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bears are in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Rushes on him. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And the Cougars will have it 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going to look downfield again. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Houston. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw. It's Robertson. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. It's Washington. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And it's another 1st and 10 play. They'll try the run. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Prentice. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Brown. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Robertson. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Bears! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now the play fake. Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Got his man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. 3rd down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground from the 41.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, he's got some space. They stripped it out. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Houston.
The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. To the air, it's Wegman. Makes the grab on the left. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. He makes a grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? They'll try to blast their way in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. There he goes! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Got a man, it's Wilson. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Completes the shuffle pass.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll keep it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quarterback running on the draw. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. To the air, it's Wegman. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Cougars are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Makes the catch. It's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Broussard. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They just keep firing. He's got him this time.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Got a man, it's Connors. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Connors. Crosses the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets it out quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. the Houston offense comes onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The play-action fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes a connection. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. To the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. He wants to throw it. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't Pick throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on third down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Wilson. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. That's caught. It's Cameron. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I think that time offensively, you just try to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Robertson. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Connors. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Off play action. And it is flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Fights off a defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The snap sets up to throw. It's complete to the left. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble!
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
To the air on second down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Into the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Back to pass, it's Robertson. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Listen, a lot of time tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Robertson. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. We could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
He'll throw it. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And that is the exact opposite of what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
21.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Off play action on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Wegman. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see.
He's got it down the left. and a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 1st down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The short hands, it's Brown. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads it left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Certain moments in the game you know are are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Cameron. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Robertson. A strike downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got it in the middle, it's Cameron. He's got enough, it'll be a 1st down, they've got it at the 12.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. There's the pressure. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Never a doubt. Guys, final minute of play, and we are all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing right down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play.
Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. on the chip shot. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players,